If you want to start making money with print on demand, this is for you. I'll show you the exact steps to go from zero to your first live product without wasting time or money using Gelato. And print on demand is basically when you sell products like clothing or posters without actually holding anything yourself. You just create the design, and once someone buys, a print on demand company like Gelato prints the design on the product and ships it directly to your customer, which means you don't pay anything until you actually make a sale. So step 1 is niche selection. The niche is simply a specific group of people you're targeting with your products. So instead of making something generic like a funny shirt, you narrow it down. For example, not dog lovers, but golden retriever owners, not gym people, but beginner lifters trying to lose weight. You see, the more specific your niche is, the easier it is to stand out and get found by your target customers, and the faster you'll get sales. So once you pick a niche, you need a winning design. And the best way to do that is by finding designs that are already successful and creating something similar. Don't reinvent the wheel. If something is working for others, it should work for you too. And I'll show you 2 of my favorite ways to find winning designs for free. The first one is using the Meta Ad Library. This free tool lets you spy on all ads that are currently running. I usually start by typing a broad search term related to my niche. For example, if I'm in the farming niche, I'll type something like farming shirt and hit enter. Now we can see all the ads running related to that keyword. And as you can see, this is a goldmine of designs. The way I verify if a product is actually a winner is by checking how long the ad has been running. For example, this shirt here was published 3 days ago at the time I'm recording this video, which means it's not proven yet. It's still in the testing phase. But if we look at another shirt here, the ad was published in December 2024, which is over a year ago. So now ask yourself, would someone keep paying for ads for over a year if they weren't making a profit? Of course not. They keep the ad running because the design is making money. So using this method, you can get unlimited winning design ideas completely for free. Just check how long the ad has been active. And I'd say if an ad has been running for 30 days or more, that's a strong winning signal. Now for the second free method I use, it's the Etsy search bar. A lot of people don't know this, but Etsy basically tells you for free if a design is making money or not. So again, I'll type a related search term. For example, bird shirt. Once you hit enter, you'll see all the listings that match that keyword. From here, we start scrolling. What you're really looking for is proof that people are actually buying in this niche. Check if any listings have a bestseller badge, popular now, or Etsy's pick. That's Etsy telling you this product is getting traffic and sales, like this one here, this one, and so on. After that, I like to open the listing to verify further. For example, here you can see Etsy telling us this shirt is in high demand and 3 people bought it in the last 24 hours. That's a very strong winning signal. Another thing I do is scroll down to the reviews section and filter by most recent. If you see new reviews coming in consistently, it means the product is still active and making money right now. And just to prove it, here I used a paid tool, and you can see the shirt made around $14,000 in total revenue and is currently making about $1,600 per month. So, of course, there are many other ways to find winning products, but these are my top 2 methods and the ones I personally use for every product I launch. All right, so now you've found a good design. So the next question is, what should you actually sell it as? A shirt, a hoodie, a poster? What exactly? To answer that, I like to check what people are already selling. And for that, I go to Gelato, which is the supplier we'll use. By the way, you can follow along by clicking the first link in the description, signing up, and that will take you to your dashboard. From here, go to the product catalog and open the best sellers category. And right there, you'll see the top products people are buying and selling. You'll find shirts, posters, wall art, mugs, photo books, calendars. Basically everything in this category is currently popular and selling well. So all you need to do is see which product your design fits best and go with that. All right, so the next step is connecting the store. If we click here on stores, you can see Gelato integrates with all platforms, including Shopify, Etsy, and a lot more. I highly recommend you go with Etsy because you can get sales through free traffic, unlike other platforms which usually require paid ads. So I'll choose Etsy, sign into my account, and just like that, the store is fully connected with Gelato, and we can start adding products. So from the product catalog, we're going to choose the product we want to sell. I'll go with this Gildan t-shirt here as an example. You also have premium products from known brands like Under Armour, which you can customize and sell at a higher price point. Here you can see the product cost as well as the shipping cost. However, if you have Gelato Plus, it's going to be cheaper. So I definitely recommend activating the free trial since it also comes with other benefits. Now just click Add to Store and select your connected Etsy store. On this page, you can start customizing the product. On the left side, you'll see different options, starting with the Product tab. This is where you choose the colors you want to offer. So just select the ones you like. Same thing with sizes. Here we have multiple options to offer. I don't recommend offering too many colors because that can overwhelm the customer and actually lead to fewer sales. And right here is where we click to upload the design that we want printed on the shirt. Now this part is where a lot of people struggle because it usually requires design skills. However, with AI now, everything has become much simpler. So let's go through a few different examples and show you what you can do. First, we have text-only design. This is super basic, just a simple typography design. And this can be done directly inside Gelato without any issues. So by clicking here on text, then add text, you'll have all the options to change the font, size, as well as color and position to create a clean typography shirt design without leaving Gelato. If we click here on preview, you can see how good that looks and how easy it was to create. So that was for basic text-based designs. Now let's talk about more advanced designs that include illustrations and graphics. Let's take this bird nerd shirt as an example. Let's say I want to create a similar concept, but change the graphic to my own idea. For example, I want the bird to be holding a notebook and writing stuff. So what I'll do is take a screenshot of this design and upload it into ChatGPT. Then I'll give it this prompt. I want to reverse engineer this design and turn it into a completely new one while keeping the same visual style and overall concept. Then I'll write my new idea, a cute bird holding a notebook and writing stuff. And I'll add, match the same style as the reference, but do not copy or recreate the original elements. Deliver the final design on a transparent background. So what we basically did is ask the AI to recreate the design idea, but with our own concept. Now, once we hit enter, as you can see, in a matter of seconds, we get back this amazing illustration that would normally require design skills to create. So what we can do now is download this illustration, head back to Gelato, add text if needed, and refine everything to get it ready for publishing. Now, of course, there are more advanced methods to generate designs with AI, but for now I just want you to start as quickly as possible. All right, so once the design is ready, click Continue to Mockups. So in this step, you basically choose the mockups you want to use in your listing. Gelato offers a bunch of free mockups, as well as more options if you're on Gelato Plus. However, my favorite part here is this magic mockups generator, which lets you create brand new mockups using AI. So let's write a prompt here and see what we get. Minimalist lifestyle flat lay with soft, natural lighting, neutral background, subtle green plant accents, organic textures, and a calm, airy aesthetic. Then just hit generate. As you can see, the results are actually really good, and it only took a few seconds. From here, you can add the mockup you'd like to your collection and click Continue to move on to the next step. Now, this step right here is one of the most important ones, which is adding the product title and description. These are important because they help people actually find your product through Etsy search. Now, luckily for us, we don't need to overthink this step because Gelato has a built-in AI tool to automatically generate titles and descriptions. So if we click the Generate with AI button here, all we need to do is give a short description of the product we're selling and hit generate. In just a few seconds, Gelato will create a solid title and description for us, as well as generate the right tags, which are also super important for helping people discover your listing for free. Once that's done, just click apply, and that part is basically taken care of. All right, so let's move on to the final step, which is pricing. This table shows you the product cost, the shipping cost, and your estimated profit based on the retail price you set. So for example, if I set the retail price to $24.99, I'll be making around $15 in profit. In the beginning, I recommend pricing a bit lower than your competitors, just until you get a few sales and some reviews. Once you're done, click Continue to Review. And if everything looks good, hit Publish. And just like that, the product is now published on Etsy and connected to Gelato. So if we head over to the Etsy store, you'll see the product live and ready to sell. So now once you get an order on Etsy, it's automatically sent over to Gelato in the order section, where it gets fulfilled for you. So let's say you're selling the product for $30 and the fulfillment cost is $14. You'll be making $16 in profit without touching the product. You just upload the design and Gelato takes care of the rest. But I always recommend ordering a sample of your product just to check how it looks in real life. So yeah, with the right product choice, titles, and listing images, you can totally rely on free traffic to make sales. And the more products you publish, the faster you'll start seeing results. However, if you really want to take this a step further, I highly recommend creating short content related to your niche. This will boost your traffic as well as your sales. So if you're serious about putting what you learned into practice, make sure to use my link to try Gelato for free and get things rolling. I wish you all the best and good luck.